How you doing, people?
Good afternoon, folks.
Uh,
Happy September 9th.
so we've been away for a little bit. Like we haven't done a show in a while. Um, there's been a lot of stuff going on. I mean, it's just been absolutely crazy. But the two things I really want to talk about
Crazy ain't
mostly,
the word. I think we're beyond crazy
yeah,
now.
the two things I just want
Oh
to.
my God.
Well, let's first we'll bring up this girl that got stabbed on the bus
Oh, God rest his soul.
in North Carolina.
Train,
I
yeah,
think
the
it's North
train.
Carolina.
Train,
Train,
yes.
right? I'm sorry, train.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
And
You're right.
if you watch, if you haven't seen it, you really should check it out. It's amazing because
It's
the,
horrific.
the reason I tell you to watch it is not because I want you to use it for entertainment value, but I actually want you to watch it to try to give you some safety tips. Because if you watch, this woman minds her business. She does nothing. Her hair isn't down.
She got a hat
She's
on.
got a hat on. She's
Just sitting
basically,
there with a phone.
yeah, with her earpods in and so forth.
Right.
The and believe
Like
me,
you were going to work or
believe
something.
me, she did nothing wrong. Okay, so I'm not going to say she made mistakes. If I happen to say that, I actually mean it. That's my mistake because I don't really mean she made a mistake.
No.
She just wasn't as aware as she probably should have been, but she shouldn't have to be. I mean, you're on a public train. I mean, there's no reason that you should have to.
Worried.
Anyway, but regardless,
And every night, she came from Ukraine, the war zone,
she made it through there to get here to immigrate
to be safety.
to end up dead. But regardless, that's not really the point I'm trying to make here. The point I'm trying to make is, wow, this woman all she wanted to do was get to work that day. So she gets on a train and she just kind of listens to her headphones and whatnot. This animal from behind her gets a knife out. You watch him do it. He opens the knife up. It was obviously like a hinged knife because you could see him open it like this, and he grabs it. And he's actually, you can watch him kind of almost talking to himself,
Yep.
like he does this and this, and he just stands up and starts plunging it into her.
Neck.
Okay, starts just plunging
Right into
it
her
into
neck.
her. It absolute insanity. Um,
No need for it.
well, the bad thing about that I want to correlate with this is the Daniel Penny situation. Okay, Daniel Penny stopped somebody, and it's not really much different because
From hurting
right,
people.
Jordan Neely was the man who was killed on that train by his own actions in reality. Because the truth is, when the police showed up, he was still alive. So he eventually died from I don't know if it was drugs. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a throat issue. His trachea wasn't collapsed. There's a bunch of things that says he didn't choke to death. Let's put it that way.
Right.
However, within an hour of it happening, it was everywhere on the news. It was literally everywhere on the news that this white man killed a black man on a train. Everywhere. And it wasn't even the case that he went on there to kill this man. He went on there to get somewhere. And this man was
He's going to school.
right. And he was just this man was threatening everybody on the train. And that Benny just left it alone. He was minding his own business at that point. But he went over to a woman with a child. And that's where this ex-Marine, and I can't say that because you're never really an ex-Marine. This Marine thought, I have to do something. I was trained to help people. And this is what I have to do right now.
Right.
And he went over and he basically put him in a lock. Okay. And you can't hold him to the effect of calling it a chokehold. He's not a professional fighter. He's not a security individual.
Right.
This wasn't an experience level to where he had this much experience in fighting. He was taught hand-to-hand self-defense, but that doesn't mean he ever got to use it in a reality situation.
Right.
And in a reality situation, you don't know whether your adrenaline is going to kick in.
Right.
You don't know what type of endorphins are going to kick in.
Mhm.
You don't know any of this stuff, and it changes everything. You look at mothers who lift cars off of their kids. They do that because this adrenaline and this endorphin kicks in. Anyway, so within an hour, it was all over the news, everywhere.
1 hour now.
1 hour.
Remember.
Now, I don't know if you're watching this, if you've even heard of this situation with this. Her name is Irina. I can't think of her last name.
Ukrainian woman.
Something like that.
Very,
Really
very pretty
beautiful
lady.
woman. Beautiful.
Very beautiful young lady.
Weighed maybe about 110 pounds, soaking wet. Okay, and this guy who killed her was probably
Six
close
on?
probably close to the 6 foot and 200 pounds. Okay, But regardless, even if you just heard about it, I want to know. Think for 1 second when you first heard about it,
I was just about to say it.
because I want to tell you it happened on August 22nd.
It's 3 weeks later.
It's 3 weeks later, and the mayor actually turned around and requested that nobody put this video out because they were trying to squash it. The problem with this is exactly the
First
agenda we talk about. Okay, you don't believe that there's an agenda out there. This is gonna, and again, I'm not trying to insult anybody. Racism is across the board. It's absolutely across the board.
It's worse now than ever,
The only problem
in my
is
opinion.
all racism
It's sad.
is observed except racism against white people. That's the only racism that's not observed. I'll give you a great example. Okay, you ready for this? This is a wonderful example. I wear a shirt that says Black Power. What is that? It's empowering, right? I wear a shirt that says Latin Power. Latin's empowering, right? I wear a shirt that says White Power, and I'm a racist.
Make it
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, everything.
It's 100% the same thing.
And this is the truth today, people. This is the truth. It really is, because you just made a very good point. My brother.
I mean, I can't make it any plainer than that. I'm
No.
taking the exact same T-shirts. Okay, the exact same
Same
T-shirts.
T-shirts.
3 T-shirts, 3 of the exact same word on it,
Right.
with 1 word change, and that changes everything, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because there's an inherent hate for white people. That's the truth. And this white power, or what do they call it? White? What's it called? When I can't think of the word. Where you have special treatment. White privilege. I couldn't think of the word privilege. Thank you.
Privilege.
White privilege. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing
Right.
as white privilege. If anything, it kind of goes the other way.
Right.
And the reason I'll explain that to you is there's no such thing as the United Caucasian College Fund. There's no.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make a joke out of it, but
No,
it's
it's
true.
not. It's true. That's
Okay,
what
it's
I'm
absolutely
laughing,
true.
man. It's so true.
DEI for 4 years, white people could not get hired because we weren't in the DEI,
Right.
because there might have been more of us there or something like that.
Right.
But you know what? You know what I would love to see? I would love to see the person who came up with DEI on a plane with a pilot who was hired for DEI purposes,
Mhm.
and then get into an issue
Yeah.
and see if they're still as stable behind that DEI person, or if they want someone like Sully.
Right.
Take your pick.
Right.
I'm so look at the birds. The birds are so cool, aren't they? Anyway, so
Got a good head on it.
so anyway, getting back to the subject. So this happened August 22nd, and not
3
only
weeks later now.
not only they like you. You look like an angel, dude. I don't mean to say it, but you look like an angel. You got 2 wings sticking out. Anyway, in the arms of an angel. Anyway, so think about that. So think about it a minute. August 22nd
Very
this came out,
sad.
and they sat on this story. They sat on it. I think of just if this doesn't all just point to what I'm saying,
Right.
it's real easy to overlook it, because they're like magicians, and what they do is they say, "Look at this hand," while this hand picks your pocket.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
anyway,
It's very sad, isn't it?
but now I actually want to.
agree.
Yeah, I actually want to get off of this and go to this trans situation that happened with the shooting. Because of course now it's banning guns, it's banning this, it's banning that, it's banning the other thing. Made harsher gun laws. Okay, so first off, they want to ban guns from trans. Now, I'm going to put this as bluntly as possible, and I hope I don't insult anybody, and I'm not trying to. If you want to dress like a woman and you're a guy, great.
Knock
Great.
yourself out.
Knock yourself out. You want to dress like a
I've
guy?
seen it.
Well, you
One
want
of
to
my building where I
right.
work.
You want to dress like a guy and you're a woman? Knock yourself out. Have fun with it. And you can get all the guns you want. I don't even give a crap. You can whatever you want. You want a little Derringer, you want a 9mm, whatever you want.
Whatever you like.
can get.
Magnum, whatever the fuck you like.
Where the problem comes in is when you start inducing estrogen, or introducing it,
Yeah,
rather, I'm
drugs.
sorry, not inducing,
You know,
introducing estrogen or testosterone into the mix.
antidepressant,
right.
everything.
Well, that once you get into once you start,
Right.
it becomes a cocktail. It's not just
Right.
one. It's not just one situation.
Right.
So now you're on many mood altering, behavior altering, and mind altering drugs.
What do you think that's going to do to you?
Steroids
Yeah.
are very what's the word? Aggressive.
Aggressive.
They
They
tend
make
to
you
make you
angry.
aggressive. It's called roid rage.
Right,
And
right.
granted, I'm not going to tell you that they're doing it at the same level as like wrestlers or lifters or anything,
Right.
but it
right.
doesn't matter. You have to understand.
Bodybuilders, they do
Well,
it.
you have to understand you're taking a woman's body who is not meant to have this and ingesting it.
Right.
You're not taking a man's body who already makes this
Right.
and giving more. It's different. It's entirely different. There's a fight that goes on. Okay.
Yes, it does.
For you women out there, if you've gone through, like menopause, or if you've, well, I mean, even just your period once a month,
Right.
you know what hormonal changes are. And throughout history, how many jokes have been made about a woman being on her period and premenstrual syndrome and this and that? You can't turn around and call that and then tell me that no, hormones don't have anything to do with your mood. Okay, because without chocolate, some of you would kill people. Truly, yeah.
So
Haagen-Dazs ice cream, man. Without Haagen-Dazs ice
There
cream,
you go.
they'd end up killing somebody.
Right. Good old days. A Haagen-Dazs.
So anyway, so that kind of
That.
that brings me to the point I'm trying to make about the gun ban. If you're someone who wants to dress like a woman and you're a guy, fantastic.
Right.
Woman, man,
Right.
fantastic.
I have them in my building.
When
Like
you
I said, I've seen them.
When you start introducing medicine,
Drugs,
medical
all the
medications
medical,
to it, that's where it changes. Okay, because you're not the same.
Right.
And until you get the, and I'm not saying that you can never get a gun. I'm saying until you've reached a balance in your life where you've done a transition, you're no longer on these things or whatever, or you've had enough mental checkups that they say it's you're
It's
all
okay.
right, then do it by all
Sure.
means. What I'm saying is until we know what those medications are doing to you, you personally, not collectively, you personally,
You personally. Right.
we can't give you a gun. We just can't do that
Right.
because your decisions aren't sharp
No.
at this point.
No, they're not normal.
They're all over the place.
Right.
So, like someone, I posted this on Facebook, and someone goes, "You're attacking the trans community." No, I'm not,
No.
because
They're attacking us, by the way.
because
But
if you
you
were
know.
someone and you were on Prozac, or you were someone who was on Adderall, or if you were someone who was on, you should, and this is something
I don't care what
you
want.
you shouldn't get a gun.
Right.
When you go for
Even
a
if you're
permit,
not trained, I don't
when
care.
you go
don't
for
get
a
a gun.
permit, when
Right.
you go for a permit, you attest that you are not addicted to any drugs. You attest this on the thing. That's what happened to Hunter Biden. That's what he got found guilty of. He lied on the gun permit,
Right.
and that's a federal offense. So
Because he was on drugs.
it's not just
Crack.
right. It's not just steroids. It's not just estrogen. It's the whole gamut. In order for you to own a firearm,
You have to be pretty much sane.
right? And like you can turn around to me and say, well, you can't really take these people have their rights and stuff too. I give you that, but what you're telling me is that if someone chooses to take their eyes out,
Mhm.
I have to let them drive. I can't do that. That's they've done something that
Right.
negates them from being able to do this.
Right.
So and by taking these drugs, they're negated from being able to make a decent decision
Right.
because the decision is based on their emotions rather than thought. Anyway, but I don't want to use the term I digress. I hate that.
But seriously, you're right, because if you put a gun, like say, in our hands, and you put a gun in their hands,
You put a
I'm
gun-
not going out.
I'm not going to kill anybody.
we're not going out right.
I might shoot target practice. I might shoot.
Right.
I'm not going to hunting. That's another thing I'm not doing because I
No.
love animals.
shoot rabbit.
Who?
Rabbits.
No.
Right? No.
Duck season.
Your duck season.
No, I'm not going to
Rabbit season.
yeah, I'm not looking to hunt. And,
We don't
anything
even
like
kill
that.
animals.
No, it's not my thing. It's not my bag.
We
Anyway,
just practice shooting, like you said.
yeah,
target
just
range.
target
That's
shooting and
all.
stuff like that.
But we're not going out shooting anybody or like churches, schools, or anybody. It's just crazy.
Now, if you hit me with a bunch of estrogen, and I start going through different,
Yeah.
like I'm 1 minute I'm down, 1 minute I'm up. I don't know where I would go.
Well, man, I'm smiling.
The good thing is I'm
Right.
61 and I'm not on any medication.
All right.
So
63?
yeah, and not a bit of
Nothing.
medication.
Nothing.
So
Nothing.
I as far as I'm concerned, I would be a candidate to be able to get
I
a
was
gun.
just about to say, yeah, we're candidates.
Okay, so now let's go to the next area that they talk about, which is harsher gun laws. Let's talk harsher gun laws. I've spoken about this in past
Yes, we have.
past shows, and you want to have some fun, Kerry? I got kind of an idea. I think
Let's have
I
some
think they
fun.
might get a kick out of it if we try it. Okay,
Let's have some fun.
but you got to kind of go along with what I'm going to do because it's going to be kind of stupid. Guys, if it's stupid, I'm sorry, but I just think we're gonna have some fun with it, so I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. So, oh, I'm sorry. No.
Oh man, my bird wants in. Do you think I have enough time to make him a little mask that I can put on him? You know,
Yeah, right.
like one of these jobs.
Yeah, we got
Anyway.
this. I got one.
You gotta. Oh, good. That'll work. Okay, good. Put that on. Like, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Me and Kerry are now going to become two gangbangers. Okay, two badass hombre gangbangers. I shouldn't use hombre. I'm sorry. Badass white gangbangers. Because we know how often that happens. Yeah. Well, can you cover like the low? You can stay like that. It's all right. It's all right.
That's the eyebrow.
I wanted you to be a little bit more like an outlaw. Like, you know, okay, hold on. So we gotta make you gotta make believe you hang on. What? Yeah, exactly. Hold on a minute now. Hold on.
I got you, baby.
Okay, I think I'm ready. I hope you guys can hear me okay. All right, you ready? So we're badass drive-byers, okay? So we need guns, okay? So guns are in. Hey, Kerry, you know what? Guns are illegal, but I think we can get them off the corner from Sal. You want to go get some guns?
Sounds good to me, buddy.
All right, let's go get some guns. All right, so we go and get guns. Now we got guns. There's gun law. Let me pull this down. We got guns, and there's gun laws. Okay, so we got our guns. Now they add extra gun laws. They make the gun laws harsher. You ready? Hey, Kerry, we got to get some guns. Let's go down the street to Sal's and get some guns.
Let's go. How many we need?
See, no difference. No difference whatsoever. It's exactly the fucking same thing.
Right.
The thing is, gun laws are only effective to people who follow the laws to begin with.
Right.
And if you had people that followed the fucking laws, you wouldn't need the gun laws.
There you go.
Do you not get that? Does that not make sense?
Yes, because they're not going to follow laws no matter what.
Ribbit.
Yeah,
Ribbit.
no matter what.
Okay, so one more time, Kerry. Give me that one more time. You ready? Now you're going to tell me what you're going to say. You're going to be me. You're going to do the Sal down to the corner to buy guns. Hey, Ed, you want to get some guns? We got to go down to Sal's and buy some guns.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
Kerry.
we gotta go get some more guns. Let's go see Sal because you gave us some good ones last time.
We can't do that. They just made the gun laws harsher. Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?
But he said he has new ones.
No, but the gun laws, they're harsher. They're much harsher now.
Okay, so Sal's out.
I guess we can't do what we were going to do.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, so crime ends right there. There's no
That's
more
it.
crime. It's over. It's over because they made the gun laws harsher.
Right?
I mean, this is what they're talking about.
Right. Does it make sense, people? Because these people never follow laws anyway. They're fighting the police. They don't care.
Oh
So-
my God.
The harsher you make the gun laws, they don't give a shit.
And you know what? You don't really. I got to tell you.
They
You
don't
know,
give a shit.
you know what's really freaking me out? I got to be honest with you. Is I'm listening to how people say how stupid Trump is. Okay, how stupid Trump is. Trump got these people to actually cheer on crime. I mean, can you imagine this? They got him to cheer on crime. He said there was 55
Yo, these
shootings.
little guys are nuts.
There was 55 shootings with 12
8 deaths.
no, 12.
12 now.
12 that
Oh,
weekend.
12,
that
sorry.
this was 3 weekends ago.
Labor weekend.
3 weekends
Labor Day
ago.
weekend.
No, 2
Oh, the
weekends
weekend
before.
after.
2 weekends before.
Oh,
There was 55. This
Labor Day weekend.
this was before. No, this was before Trump sent them in.
Shit.
There was 55 shootings
Right.
with 12 deaths. Okay,
Wow.
all African American deaths, all of them. Not one white person was in there. Okay, so Trump says, "Listen, I've had enough. I don't want to see any more any more African American deaths. I want DC to be safe as possible."
Is this coming from the racist?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So he goes, I just want everybody to be safe. Blah blah blah. I'm
He's the
sending in,
racist now.
right. I'm sending in the National Guard. The mayor turns around and goes, "Don't send anybody in here. We don't have a problem. You don't have a
The
problem.
government and the mayor are dumb and dumber.
You're not going to have citizens if
Right.
this keeps up, okay?"
Right.
It's absurd that they turn around now and they're like, he's invading. The only people who are saying that are the white liberals. The black people who live in these areas are actually very happy that Trump is there. And if you're not happy, you're part of the problem.
No.
The only reason you wouldn't be happy is because you're the one causing the
No.
fucking problem.
How about the one in Washington? The one in Washington, D.C. was the first one he went into. Like I said, African Americans getting killed left and right. Okay? The African American families, the people that live there, are happy.
They love it.
100 people, thousands of people showed
The one
up.
lady-
So who
the
showed
one-
up to protest? All white
Yeah.
liberals.
The one lady turns around and goes, I haven't been able to walk with my children for that's
So many years.
Yeah. And I just took my child for a walk.
We went to the park. I saw her. Yeah, she said she took.
Yeah. And
No. People are stopping and thanking the troops.
it's
You know,
crazy.
the National Guards. I saw it in Washington. They went, "Thank you," like
It-
that. They're thanking them because they can walk the streets again.
You know,
And who's protesting? White liberals.
right. You know what it is? If you're afraid of the police or you're afraid of the National Guard being there, then you have a reason to be afraid.
Right.
You're afraid because you did something, you're going to do something,
Right.
or you're around the element of something that's going to be done,
You're part of something, man.
and you're afraid you're going to get caught.
With one person in their right
The
mind would not
only-
want to keep peace.
The only reason to be worried about a police officer being around you, or any sort of security factor being around you, is if you've done something that you think will engage you with them.
Right.
If you haven't done anything, you got nothing to worry about.
Worry about it, man.
That's the oldest phrase in legal history. If you
Right.
haven't done anything, you got nothing to worry about.
Right. Like me and my case. Anybody like keep
Sorry.
on my case. Like me and my
Right,
case.
exactly.
I have nothing. I had nothing
Nothing.
to worry about because I did nothing.
Anyway, but
Same thing.
it's
You got
just,
nothing to worry about. They can't bother. They're gonna. You're all right.
it's all so stupid. I mean, it's
It is.
just, it's
It
really,
really
so
is. They
stupid.
want absolutely fucking bananas.
All right, I think we're going to call this a
They
show.
want bananas,
What do you
man.
think?
All right.
It's a
cool.
show.
It's
No.
a show.
There it is. Actually, it's coming up right now.
Yeah.
It's coming up on my TV right now.
Yeah. About that young lady in.
It's unbelievable. He literally just gets up and starts slamming her with the knife.
And literally and walks by people.
Yeah, with the knife, with the blood dripping off of his body, and it takes off his shirt. And 3 weeks, no one knew about this. 3 weeks.
Come on, people.
There's another one that I'm unclear about, so I don't want to report on it right now. But there's another one that's very similar to this. And again, it was another 3 weeks because it didn't meet the agenda. If this had been the police beating up
Right.
an illegal immigrant, this would have been everywhere.
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 Sure. You know what
You
else
know?
they didn't post too? You didn't hear on the news? A young black girl, 19 years
That's
old,
the one I was-
in Maryland.
Right,
An illegal took her in a car,
right.
raped and murdered her. And you didn't hear anything
You don't hear
about
anything about
that
that.
because he was illegal.
Right. You won't
Remember
hear
that.
that until the Republicans bring it up.
Right.
And I want to make this clear because I think I should make this clear on every show, and I probably will from now on. I'm an independent. If you show me someone better than the Republican that's in there, I will vote
I
for
will
that.
vote for you.
You got to show me somebody better. You can't expect me to vote because you don't like the person in there. Okay,
Right.
that would be like telling me I got to go to a dentist to have a brain surgery because you don't like the brain
Yeah.
surgeon.
Yeah, I guess I'm on my toenail. Can you help me
Yeah,
out?
you know, I mean that's absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and to what do they call a dermatologist to have my tooth removed. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, you know, I mean,
Why you did
it's
that the other
just
day? No,
it's just the dumbest shit going.
yeah, it is, right? Oh, man.
Maybe we'll do. Okay, so we're gonna end this show. There might be another show back to back with this one. I'm not sure because I'd
Can I
like
just throw one thing on that thing about that girl in Charlotte is that the guy was released
14 times.
14 times by judges that are
14
liberal
times.
activist
His
judges.
own mother said he should not be on the street. He beat his sister to a bloody pulp. It's truth. You know what the judge did? The judge gave him a note and said, "Sign this, and I release you on your own recognizance." That's cashless bail. See, now I got to
Very
talk.
sad that we have these
Now,
judges.
now I
I'm
got to
sorry.
go a few more minutes now. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, I don't really want to do that. I didn't really want to do this, but now I got to because you got me all hyped up.
Well, I just wanted to say because the reason why that piece of shit
I want to
was
talk
out
a little
was
bit about
because of piece of
cashless
shit
bail,
judges.
okay? Because cashless bail should not exist.
Right.
If you're gonna have cashless bail, all you have to do is just say there's no bail.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to have a name. Okay, it doesn't have to be called cashless bail. You just say there's no more bail because that's what it is.
Right.
The reason that you have bail, okay, is that someone has something to lose. It's collateral on your life. In other words, so
So you can show up.
right. So I'll give you the deed to my house, and you let me out of
Right.
jail,
Right.
and I promise you I'll come back next month, and then you give me my deed back, and that's kind of how it works.
Right.
And instead money, whatever. When you turn around to somebody and you say, sign that note that you're going to come back in a month,
To a mental
but you
disturbed
have
person,
nothing to lose by not coming back. You really believe
he's going
he's
to come
coming back, and then you really want me to believe in you. You're that stupid, and you want me to believe in you.
This is your
You're
activist judges.
right. You're that naive, and you're that stupid that you think this guy is coming back, and I'm supposed to go. You know what? The way you vote is right because you're just brilliant.
You're a genius.
You're unbelievably unreal. I
You're a
mean,
genius. You let a mental person.
this is what you want. This is what you really think is feasible in life.
in society.
I
It's
mean,
not.
it's just the dumbest shit going, man.
These judges should be held accountable because they got blood on their hands just as much as this boy did.
The reason,
Shit.
the reason that they say that there should be cashless bail is because not everybody has the amount of money to put up bail. But that's the point, okay? Because if you're someone who has the money to put up bail, first off, if you're an average person who has the money to put up bail, it means you've led a decent life. You probably have a house. You have a little bit of savings. Whatever you got, whatever you've led a decent life. Someone like that deserves to be out. I don't care what color they are.
Right.
That's someone who's part of the community and has ties to the community. So they don't want to leave. They're not looking to jump on a plane and leave. Okay?
No, you just
Now-
got on a train.
Now, if you're talking about someone like a drug dealer, like a major drug dealer who would happen to have a lot of money and could do,
And could fly away, yes.
you have to understand that that'll be taken into consideration. And the bail will meet his availability and they'll take his
Mhm.
passport
Mhm.
and they'll do this stuff.
Right.
But the key to it is he's not going anywhere. And in some cases they won't even give him bail because if it's for murder or something like that. But when you're talking about a homeless person, when you're talking about a lunatic who's been arrested,
14.
don't even say 14, say 13. This is the 14th we're talking about.
Right.
So he's been arrested 13 times for violent felonies. Violent felonies.
And you just say you beat up a sister.
And on the 14th time, you decide to make him sign a note. Really?
That judge
You didn't even put an
fined or
ankle.
put in jail.
You didn't put an ankle bracelet on him to know where he is. You didn't care. See, now, my opinion on that, which this is a bit extreme, and I'm saying this, and I mean this hyperbolically. I don't mean this. I'm not some deranged lunatic who's throwing this out there. So I want you to know that I do mean this hyperbolically, but to some degree, it should be taken seriously.
Yes.
A judge who lets someone out like this should have the same responsibility as a bartender who overserves.
Right. Just in case you didn't know that, a bartender could be in trouble for over serving
Absolutely,
a
absolutely.
customer.
And if a judge,
Something happened.
right, and if so, like let's use the numbers. So if you come to my bar and I'm a bartender and you've had 13 drinks and I serve you the 14th, I'm in trouble.
And you
I'm in
went
trouble.
out there because you went anyway.
Now, if you come to me as a judge and you have 13 violent felonies and I let you out to commit a 14th, and you don't just commit a felony, you murder somebody, I should have to have some responsibility in there. I'm not saying that, maybe jail might be too much. I'll grant you that.
Fire.
But maybe lose your tenure as a judge.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yep.
maybe
Yep. Without a doubt.
maybe go on at least a suspension, or
Without
maybe
a
at
doubt.
least go on a what's that called when they give you a
Leave of
temporary?
absence.
No, a temporary like
Temporary leave?
when
Suspension?
when you start a job they give you a trial
Oh,
period.
Oh, okay.
I can't think what it's called right
Trial
now.
basis, like a
Try right like a probationary period.
Probationary period. Okay.
Maybe you should have to go on that and then have another
Yeah,
judge
we-
look at your decisions for a little
Yeah.
while
This is insane.
because you're obviously not making correct decisions. All right.
No, definitely no. And they should, like my brother said, they should really have some kind of responsibility for it.
I hope you liked our little. Well, we're pretty much done here. I hope you liked our little comedy part. I thought that was pretty cool, actually. I had fun doing that. I might do that some more.
Oh,
You know,
definitely, bro.
Dude, you know what we should do? The coolest thing. Let's get puppets. Let's do it, me and you as puppets. We'll stay out of it like this, and we'll just have the puppets do the
Oh,
show.
we gotta make those little. Okay. All right.
All
I
right.
got free time.
I don't know. I'm in a goofy mood. All right, guys, we're out of here. Before we
Listen.
go, you know the spiel.
Right.
Go ahead.
Tunnel Towers, Toronto, St. Jude. Right. Wounded Warriors.
Yep.
Because also remember this Thursday's 9/11, 24 years of the horrific World Trade Center tragedy.
Yep.
So say a prayer. I was just down here yesterday, my friend. I was just down by World Trade Center yesterday.
And listen, I
Pay
beg
my
you.
respects.
I beg you, please. I can't say this enough. And I know, like a lot of people say this shit, and I'm being really honest. There's like a 75% chance I'm gonna leave this city if Mamdani gets in there.
That's another thing, people.
I'm
We
sorry.
got November
I
is a
really,
big election.
there's about a
This is your
75%
life.
chance.
It's your life. If this
I
man
don't want
gets
to leave.
in,
I love New York. I lived here all my
Right.
life.
you
And this
can't have
is
this
just going
man.
to ruin New York.
There'll be no New York
It's
left.
never going to make it back. If you want to see what it's going to be like, John Carpenter made a movie called Escape from New York. With
Watch that
Kurt
movie.
Russell. That's a documentary when this thing becomes real. If he gets in there, it's a documentary. Yeah, food, everything is going to be gone. It's going to be the thing about socialism. It only works as long as you have other people's money. Number one, and
And
number
that's what he's
two.
going to do.
Number two, it leads to ultimate corruption. Ultimate corruption. You're literally your government is in control of everything.
Everything. They run your life. You want people running your life? Then vote for him.
Watch when you try to get something as stupid as sandwich
Food.
stuff. Yeah, it's simple.
Food. Look at Kansas City. Remember we talked about this last time. Look it up.
They
You'll
just
see the
closed down.
shells.
Yeah.
There was one
Did
piece
you
of
hear his
meat.
answer to that? There was
Oh, I forgot.
a
Yeah, I
lady
heard
who was
so.
interviewing him, and she goes, "Well, what about Kansas City? They just
Yes,
tried
I
and
heard
they
that.
closed down." And his answer was this: "For every one that fails, I could show you one that wants to try. That wants to try to what? Fail?" I couldn't understand it. It's
It
like
doesn't-
Kamala Harris.
Right. It doesn't work. So look at every. No.
All right, guys.
Real quick, I had a friend from Venezuela. It was the richest country over there.
Yeah. Oh God.
Let me tell you something. Once this guy took over,
Took like a year.
no, he had to go get his brother out of here or something,
Yeah.
like his family to come here. Because they were starving over there.
Yep.
Starving.
And you got to understand their oil.
Hunger.
Yeah, and they had oil like Saudi Arabia has
Right.
oil. They were literally the richest. They were headed towards being the global financial
Right.
bigwig,
Right. And
I mean,
you
that's
wanted
the truth.
socialism and then money
Yeah,
was taken.
and that was it.
No more food.
That was it.
If that's what
And
you
then they
want,
started
New
eating
York.
their pets. And you don't believe me?
Yeah.
Look that up. They started
People.
eating their pets.
New York City, Curtis Leroy now. It's time for a freaking change. Because Adams got a big ego problem. Cuomo screwed up as governor. So, you know,
Adam screwed up too.
right.
Adams
Adams
screwed
screwed up too. That's what I'm saying. Yo, it's time for a change. If you want to go hungry, vote for this guy. You want a good city, strong city, Curtis Leroy.
Yep. Yeah.
Trust us on this one. Please, people. And
It's
may
got.
God bless you and your family. And
Listen,
we'll see you soon.
I swear, I care about you people, and I'm giving you the best advice I can.
Right.
Anyway,
New York is the best city, people. Remember that.
have a great day, guys.
Start singing. I love New York.
No, I was gonna do. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. Anyway, we're out of here. Sorry about that. I'm so
Have a good
sorry
day.
about that.
Love you.